Hello everybody, welcome back to KotOR2, and we're kind of just looking around here. Couldn't help but notice a plasteel cylinder here, so let's have a butcher's in here, and poison rocket. It's going to do nothing at all for our current party setup, but we didn't really use it much when Mira was with us. Can you go across country? He can, of course he can. Of course he can. I hope people don't mind that we're kind of just taking stuff from these. 222 credits. That's good. I need them back after all those that I just lost. It's locked? If only we had somebody who could deal with that. Somebody wasn't in the way, Ayana. Impossible! Maybe we could blow it up. Okay, it's that black blaster pistol. Is that good? Weapons. Doesn't, well, not upgradable, but attack modifier +3. A stun chance, not very high, and 4 to 11. It's unstoppable, doesn't do much damage, but it'll always do that damage. Yeah, I guess it is pretty good. Well, we already got one. Yeah, alright. Oh. Now we have 2 of them. And I think switch to that loadout. Maximum damage. Is this one also locked? No. Alright, let's go and say hello to the natives. Wherever they are. This way. This does look familiar, you know. I know I've been to this planet before, like on the other game, but it was such a long time ago. But I know we visited a big house. I can't remember why. I'm going to assume it isn't the same, but I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I'm sure you guys might have said already, but hello.
Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katpada. Fiore toro pada no ringatel camarada telefibo nubo de veterana cenirara.
I like that one.
Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre babano flank turu na saganich. Grava we no ku se tabate bate. Trawinsto sopotuto neliep grimpatado. Trawinsto busuto neliep grimpatada. Tele ronda nana nintolo gradatira. Tele wana jun konata della raguno tuna. Dai rinto run kawre kare papana.
That's fair enough.
Terace wemeno totorere senesenten.
What do you sell?
Der interrunto wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepatchan korsodara nane gra dalonuta cholore.
Stuff for me? Yes, yes, I'm sure there's upgrades you can use. Let's see what you've got then. We have a lot of things. I mean, I'd love a way to compare what I've already got, you know? Just a fighting upgrade. I like just a fighting upgrade. I'm pretty sure that T3's kind of decked out. So I'm not too, you know, I can sell things to him again. I got a lot of, well, I suppose I did sell most of it, though, didn't I? There's loads of shields I will never ever use, but then again, alright, we'll sell these. Sell them all. I'll never use them. So, you know, I got 16 of them. 16 of them, man. Just having some of these, you know, it's like they're... I could have, you know, maybe 100, 200,000 credits if I really went into that kind of thing. Scopes and such. There's the upgrades and stuff. But I've got KotOR and stuff, haven't I? So, you know. Oh, hang on, I should rather why you're here and stuff, you know?
Charanana.
I'm just kind of browsing, I didn't really intend to buy anything, but you know. Why are you here?
Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katada. Fiaratore pada no ringatel camarada tela fibo nubo da veterana.
Oh, they're good, are they? That
Der
helps.
interunto wakare que wapa teratana chingaradana. Ferra pada no the ringtada nel camera cella fibo nubo dat. Dosene caramala blue incidera mel rebe chinchin cranactada. Der interunto wakare que wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan corsadarane gra della nota choloren.
Ah. Well, who is that?
Terewana jun conata della raguno tuna. Dai rinturun kavre kare papanala ranchinga. Derace wemeno totorere senesenten.
Okay. What about Dantooine?
Der interunto wakare que wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan corsadarane gra della nota choloren. Der interunto wakare que wapa teratana chingaradana. Ferra pada no the ringtada nel camera cella fibo nubodat. Dosene caramala blue incidera mel rebe chinchin cranactada. Der interunto wakare que wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan corsadarane gra.
Oh, the ruins of the Jedi Fortress.
Terewana jun conata della raguno tuna. Dai rinturun kavre kare papanala ranchinga.
I'm always careful.
Wemeno totorere senesenten.
Have the mercenaries hurt anyone?
Der interunto wakare que wap gerebu.
Disturbances.
Telepachan corsadarane gra della nota choloren. Der interunto wakare que wapa teratana chingaradana. Ferra pada no the ringtada nel camera cella fibo nubodat. Dosene caramala.
Maybe something more going on than what's first apparent. Why the Scavengers trouble?
Der interunto wakare que wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan corsadarane gra della nota choloren. Terewana jun conata della raguno tuna. Dai rinturun kavre kare papanala ranchinga. Derace wemeno totorere senesenten.
Well, don't you seem like an upstanding fellow? I like you. Where will this guy see if I have... Take me to your leader.
Sorry, this door is blocked off. Hey, get away from that door! Last time somebody messed with it, it was locked down for months before we could fix it.
T3, you ruined that cutscene. Ruined it. No, we can't get in here. Who are you?
You'll find little welcome here, Jedi. For your own good, I recommend you speak to Administrator Adari, quickly finish your business in Kunda, and go.
Answer my questions.
I will answer your questions.
Tell me about the Administrator.
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack,
Been a while since I've done
she
that.
kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here would be mercenaries.
Why are there so many mercenaries?
We'd had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up, but after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here.
Do they cause problems?
The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a bandit is just a vibrablade's edge.
Heard this
The
before.
only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money. There have also been a lot of disappearances. A farmer here, so there are...
Right. Can I go in here?
Don't cause any more trouble for Dantooine. Had enough of it for a lifetime.
Everywhere has had troubles, it seems. It really looks so familiar.
I think Tarn has finally cracked. Running around like a madman, raving that he was being chased by a Jedi.
Oh, Tarn is an idiot, to be sure. But he seemed genuinely frightened, and perhaps he did see something.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return
Look
here?
behind
After all
you.
they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Don't
Unless
even
somebody
think
beats you
about
to
it,
it.
love. Don't even think about it. Hello.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adari to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask.
The ruins are Okay, yes, I'm a Scavenger. Where is the administrator?
Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now if you like.
Okay. What do you have in Kunda?
The things that would most interest you are our weapon merchant and Zaron, the leader of our militia. Akari is still around here somewhere too. He sells droid components.
Okay. What exactly is Kunda?
We hope it will become the new center of government for the settlers. The administrator has been trying to organize us in the wake of the Jedi Civil War.
It's not a very big building for a central government.
We're a small group of settlers on the edge of Republic space. The building isn't large, but it's only the beginning.
Where's this weapon shop?
Just go to the central corridor and make a right. His shop is the first on the right.
Okay. Why would I need to see Zaron?
If you get into any trouble, he's the person you'd contact. Unfortunately, recent problems with the salvagers and mercenaries have kept him quite busy.
He's definitely the guy we have to talk to, isn't it? What problems?
The mercenaries cause disruptions for some of our outlying settlers. They are a constant source of friction for us. I hear the salvagers are having some internal problems too.
Detail?
No, I couldn't. If you're really interested in that, just speak to Zaron.
Fair enough. Something else? No, I'm just gonna go. So! Hello! Yeah, you notice it. You notice it, yeah? You gonna say anything? You're not gonna say anything? Now I'm in your face. I'm in your face. You say nothing. You say nothing, don't you? Yeah, talk about my back. But when I'm here, you say nothing. You say nothing. I thought so.
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes. No friendly greetings are here for you.
I've already had a few, actually. The ship isn't bad. How dare you?
You act like I have insulted your man. Your ship I haven't seen. But if it takes after you, it can't be in perfect condition.
Oh!
I am done being inconvenienced by you.
Want some ice for that, Ayana? Want some ice? Right.
Ah, you have called me. Have I not told you that I don't like interruptions? Now, this is a disruption that is most welcomed. This news bears some thought. You have done well. This time, do not interrupt me again. Preparations need to be made. Another was not expected so soon.
You have done well this time. That's what they were going for. Not what the voice actor read, but that's what they were going for. A lot of people here.
Are you waiting for the administrator too?
Yes.
You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here.
Why not?
Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back. I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now. I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zaron doesn't do something, then I will.
You fought in the war?
Yes, I fought in the Jedi Civil War. I guess we won. You couldn't tell here, though. Feels like we've been forsaken by the Republic. The war was very unkind to Dantooine. That hidden enclave cost us a great deal. A great deal.
So, what's your problem?
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then, they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices. I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren. But I can't.
Don't give children guns!
Without my equipment.
The salvagers stole your equipment?
Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare.
Are you sure it's a salvager?
My farm is the closest to the Enclave ruins. It has to be someone nearby, and if the mercenaries wanted it, they'd just take it in broad daylight. The closest place besides that is the salvager camp, so it has to be them. You ever met one of them? Thievery wouldn't be too far a stretch for any of them. The other day I had to take a shot at one of them. Soon someone is going to get killed, and Dantooine has enough trouble without that.
Everyone has trouble. What do they steal?
A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits.
Why doesn't the administrator help?
It's hard to deal with womp rats when you got a gundark on your back. I believe she'll get around to it, but I think by then it'll be too late. I understand that the wheels turn slowly on this sort of thing, but my crops are in immediate danger. The salvaging laws on Dantooine are a mess, and in my mind they favor the salvagers.
So this guy's looking to take action. You know, he's not resting on his laurels. He's not bemoaning his lot and going, "Oh, no one will help me." He's not even asking me for help. But you know, I guess Aina would respect that, and he's here trying to take action and do something about it. So I'm gonna see if I can help him.
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager.
Thanks.
If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Zaron to return my modulator,
So that's all right.
I would be very grateful.
That's fine.
I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you.
That is absolutely fine. I will do that for you. Because I know Aina would figure that's no real issue. You know, just force persuade. Give me that done, sorted, ended. So yeah, easy job. Where is the salvagers camp?
It's right next to the ruins of the Jedi Enclave.
Ah,
Just follow the smell. You can't miss them.
all right. See what I can do.
That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
And we're back. Yeah, I was when you said behind this room, I thought you meant directly, but you know it's here, isn't it? Yes, this is it.
A visitor. Please, come in.
Shut up,
Welcome
T3.
to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the, ship? that
What's
just landed?
wrong with my ship? That ship is the fastest in the galaxy.
I meant no disrespect at all. It is, in fact, a remarkable vessel.
Thank you.
And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before,
Ah.
during the war.
Yes.
That was a Jedi vessel.
Get to the point.
My point is that the previous owner of that ship was a very influential Jedi. And Jedi are not as admired here as they once were. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
I'm actually looking for a Jedi. Tell me who you're talking about.
My friend, let's just call him Vrook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
Yes.
We need the skills of a Jedi now. He was helping investigate Azgul and his mercenaries, but he had his own errand to run in the Enclave. Jedi business of some sort. He went into the sublevel, which isn't without its dangers, and he hasn't returned.
Is that where we found the map in the last game? I don't remember. What are the digits on the sublevel?
Like many parts of Dantooine, the sublevel of the Enclave has become infested with
Ah,
dangerous creatures.
bloody bloody blah.
Large, vicious insects called Laegrex.
Are they immune to lightning?
Several salvagers have
No.
reportedly been injured or killed by the Laegrex.
We'll be
I
fine.
would expect a Jedi to fare better against the creatures than the salvagers, but Vrook has not returned in some time. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
Yes. I'll make it my first priority.
We are fortunate that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. Things rarely are with Jedi. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door.
Sweet.
Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
What was Rook doing for you?
He was investigating the mercenaries for us. We've been increasingly concerned about them. Their behavior has always been antagonistic, but recently they've been behaving differently. Rook was investigating this when he disappeared. We were counting on any hard intelligence he could provide. Our other assets have been unavailable recently. If you find any information on the mercenaries during your stay on our planet, please report it to Zaron or myself.
Where is this Zaron? Tell me about the people of Dantooine.
Who do you want to know about? There are 3 groups of people on the planet right now. The settlers, salvagers, and the mercenaries.
Start with the settlers.
Dantooine is one of the younger worlds of the Republic. A couple of generations ago, this world was still untamed. We made great progress, in no small part due to the Jedi. But recently, we have been losing ground. During the war, the most prominent settler families either fled or were executed by the Sith. Losing their resources and the Jedi was too great a loss. But now we are organizing and starting to truly work together. Once we achieve that, I am confident that Dantooine can be safe and prosperous again.
You don't seem too convinced about that.
No, I suppose I'm not. We need the Republic and always have. We aren't self-sufficient yet and we need aid. The fate of the Telos project is intimately tied to our own. The most humanitarian elements of the Senate have put their careers at stake in the rebuilding of Telos. If those efforts succeed, their prominence will grow and further aid will be given freely. But if they fail, there are colder, more authoritative elements in the Senate that could come to power. They would think nothing of leaving the strategically unimportant worlds to their own devices. That would be a tragic day for Dantooine and many other worlds. The Republic is in flux. Its final shape is uncertain.
So, what about the Scavengers? What are they doing here?
They are a necessary inconvenience. Money has been a great concern to us, ever since the Sandrals and Matalays were removed.
Oh, that was the thing, I remember.
The agricultural exports we produce just cover basic maintenance. To expand and prosper, we needed credits. So we had to exploit a valuable resource we had. The ruins of the Jedi Enclave. It was not a decision lightly made. And even then, we couldn't do the work ourselves. Too dangerous. And every settler matters on our small world. So we opened the door to enterprising salvagers. The salvagers you see now are the last remnants of that force. The tithe we took from their claims sustains what semblance of government you see now.
What are you going to do when the ruins are empty? Which it seems like they almost are.
We plan on using those credits to improve production and protect our world. We have enough to sustain ourselves until more prosperous times.
Okay. And you coexist happily with them, do you?
We tolerate their presence because we must, and they generally follow our laws. But their time is almost over. The Jedi Enclave's sub-level is the only place left with reasonable salvage. And it has too many dangers for them. The salvagers aren't warriors. Generally, they are out-of-work miners or cast-offs from other worlds.
Right, but they can still do what you guys couldn't. Alright, and the mercenaries?
Mercenaries have been a problem for Dantooine since the end of the Mandalorian Wars. When the Jedi Enclave was here, they were firmly kept in check. But now, relations are uneasy between us. Their leader, Azkul, was a Sith trooper during the war, and I have no doubt he was very good at his job. Until they find work, tensions will grow. If you want to know more, I suggest you talk with Barun in the militia headquarters. He would have more details.
Alright. That's enough from you, I think. Yeah, the Metals, I'm sure I remember that name. Maybe I'm just making it up in my head, but I'm pretty sure that was a direct reference to the first game, which I played. Oh, hello, Barun. I was looking for you. Which I played far too long ago, obviously.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavek.
I've met this Garavek. I've had no problem submissions to worry about. Who are you?
Well, call me a defective protocol droid. Manners, right. I'm Barun Modrol. I'm Captain Zaron's right-hand man. I help run the militia here. Well, that makes it sound more important than I am. Zaron takes a hands-on role in running the militia. If you have any real trouble, you'd have to go to him anyway.
Isn't be hands on a good thing?
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zaron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing. But the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So, it's like Zaron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zaron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
I see. A little bit hard on them, is he? Although with some people, you give them a little room, they'll take a lot more. So maybe you just have a point there.
Dantooine has had mercenaries on it for years. I've talked with some, and they're not unreasonable. There's got to be some sort of compromise we can both live with.
You can't bargain with a ranker? I don't know. I'm not going to judge the mercenaries. Most people seem to think the mercenaries are up to something, though.
We haven't been able to prove the mercenaries have done anything terribly wrong. And I believe them. I don't think they're involved. The Calfhounds and Kinrath are everywhere. It's just dangerous. I think we should be working on getting along. It's hard to follow orders that have you make things worse.
I probably agree with him. No, I agree with him, though. That's the thing, okay? I think, you know, maybe the mercenaries aren't so bad. People are just using them as a scapegoat. Maybe, I don't know. But then again, maybe not. That's exactly what he's saying, though. That's pretty much what he's saying. You've got to stay as a team. How are you staying as a team? By poking them and, you know... Well, I suppose you're trying to bring them on board, but you're not. You're doing the opposite. You're pushing them away, or you're pushing them into... You know, the Rancor will fight back, is what he's saying. So he's actually wanting to get along with the Rancor. So this doesn't make a lot of sense to me, really. But they might not be as innocent as you think.
You might be right. You might be wrong. There's no easy answers on this one. Maybe we should just talk about something else.
Yeah, maybe. You seem alright, you know. So I didn't want to convince him of something that my character, you know, doesn't believe. So, am I causing trouble? Actually, maybe not. Seems Dantooine has a lot of trouble.
I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adari. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and Zaron too, I suppose.
You suppose? You don't approve of Zaron, do you?
This is...
Oh, right, okay, we're gonna...
So, yeah...
So what we're gonna do about this?
It's tricky. You see, I think Zaron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure.
He could have history with the mercenaries.
I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zaron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well then maybe he should be replaced.
What makes you suspicious?
Just a lot of little things don't add up. It could just be a surprise party. But I think Zaron takes this problem very personal. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adari. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it.
Alright then. I'll be going now.
Alright.
I think. Well, that's interesting. A couple of journal entries. So, Zaron has been provoking the mercenaries for months and increasing the tension between the settlers and the mercenaries. Baron has been more amiable relations with the mercenaries and thinks it would be everyone's best interest if Zaron stepped down. Baron is certain that Zaron is up to something, but doesn't know what it is. If you could find proof that Zaron is endangering diplomacy with the mercenaries, then Baron would use it to hopefully repair the damaged relations between the two camps before it's too late. Okay, we go to the Enclave ruins, which is what we will do. It's probably the main quest sort of thing. Secret contract with Vrook. Vrook went to investigate the Enclave ruins, so that's where he is. And we're also going to have a look at these salvages, to see if they have this equipment and see what else they're up to. And we'll do that next time. Time to go. I shall see you next episode. Thanks for watching. And toodaloo.